another question.
Or maybe even the NWO. I mean,
He's pretty much come out and said that the likelihood of him coming out, going out there.
He said no.
He said he's never going to wrestle again.
Doesn't he have
I mean, they never say never in wrestling, but
I will tell you again, for another phenomenal opportunity to monetize the business, CM Punk will be doing a signing right in Chicago at Pro Wrestling Tees, like hours before All In, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's that same day. It might be the day before, but so just to know that he's going to be there, but I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately, I wish it would. To be honest with you, I love CM Punk.
I think the wrestling train is passed with CM Punk.
What do you mean?
He's been out of the ring now for how long?
Like he can't come back and do it.
like I said, never say never in wrestling.
Never say never, but when you
how many times has Ric Flair come back?
well, that's different. That's Ric Flair. But you talk about CM Punk. He's been out of the ring now for like 3 years ish.
The Rock did it
around
too.
Around that time, and he's
Shawn Michaels.
and he has other things going on, like his own comic book. He's doing all kinds of other stuff. So.
I don't disagree with you that it may not happen because, but
So he
there's
turns the
no
next
doubt
Bronze
in
on the
my
show once a year.
there's no doubt in my mind. I have zero doubt that if he wanted to wrestle again, he could go back to WWE and he could be in a main event spot and be good enough and nobody would be pissed about it because he's incredible on the mic and he's got a great work rate and there's just that CM Punk nostalgia. People still chant CM Punk.
Every time they're in Chicago.
Yeah, so I have no doubt that his work rate's good enough to come back right now. I mean, there are some drizzling shits in the WWE right now.
So you say that with no hesitation with that, and thank you for that. Yes.
But the WWE is still by far the number one thing to watch for wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan and you don't have the time and you don't want to deal with the wrestling boards and all that shit online and paying additional subscriptions to be able to get New Japan or whatever else it may be, you watch Monday Night Raw, you watch SmackDown, and it's the most successful, it's the most mainstream, and it's there's just no questioning that for a reason. It's the NFL. Some people like college football, and that's okay. College football's great too. But the fact of the matter is the NFL is always going to be the NFL. When the NFL's not available, will I watch a Canadian Football League game? Yes. Do I prefer the lingerie football? Yes. But I'm just saying that it's a situation where there's other things out there, but the WWE is the clear-cut, by far, no questions, number one. That's why when Vince calls and says, don't book this fucking organization in this building, they don't get booked, and that's why, that's just the way that it goes.
You just done started something, boy.
Well, no, that's fine.
Here it comes.
Well, no, that's fine.
Vince in the corner.
What CM Punk's relationship with Vince toward the end of that was that, I mean, the different stories came out,
he broke the fourth
and whatnot, hearsay here and there. Ring of Honor does have the G1 show with New Japan at Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania weekend. I mean, is there any chance, just to stick it to Vince, that CM Punk's come out and said probably not, but would CM Punk at some point say, hey, Vince, fuck you, I'm going to G1?
I think he already said, hey, Vince, fuck you, when he walked away and legitimately walked away. Now, when he does, he gets one shot at this big comeback, okay? If he goes and does this G1 show, WrestleMania weekend, that his WWE comeback is
Never ever gonna happen.
right.
It's blown. Yeah.
It needs to be the music hits on a Raw after WrestleMania or something like that. It's got to be, he's going to have one shot at that, and I don't see him blowing it to stick it to Vince when he knows if
Vince
he
the
uses
paycheck.
it for Vince, it's that paycheck. And at this point, what else matters other than the paycheck to him? Everybody knows he's a great worker. He went and fought UFC.
Yeah, he's proven everything he can
There's
prove.
nothing left to prove, so let's just
Take
make
that check.
as much money as I can, and that's going to come from Vince for one final run where I think he might get a year and a half, 2 years, and then he'll walk away with a big fat check, and the fans will love it, and everyone will be happy.
How much animosity was there with Vince and CM Punk?
I don't know, but from what you hear and you hear Punk talk about it, and you hear, I don't know, it seems like a lot, but we
Seems
know
like a lot
that-
between Hunter and
I was just
and
gonna say,
I
CM
think
Punk.
it's like the whole thing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think Hunter was more the
Hunter's in charge of
mouthpiece for
talent,
Vince
so-
in that situation.
Listen, time can cure so much, my friend. And when it comes down to money, when has Vince McMahon never not done business?